Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 24. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Zoom. 58, Mike. I got you, boy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Boxing, 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 boxing. Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Look again.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Back north. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
26. Mike's 56. 50. Hey, high 7. Zoom. Check 30. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 53.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Down. It's Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll run with Taylor. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Inside. Plant. 56. Mike, 56. Hey, wahoo. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Now Rodgers throwing again. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
18. Jump out. Bump against the mic. Hey, Echo. Come get
Rodgers again now. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, open man is Cantrell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, G.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at at the
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running right, Jones. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Caught by Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Switch.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st down, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Jones. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's get it. Let's go now. Come on, 15 on it. 15 on it. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58's the mark.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
319. Got you. Plant. I got you, son. And 58 is the money. 58 is the money. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. 58. Here, Mike. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Right here. 319.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back to north. Jeff. 58's the money. Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's taken in by Henderson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm scared. Kill 26. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 99. Hey, exit.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, take 26. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, orbit. 58, right over there. Right over there.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Boom, boom.
They'll look to run with Henderson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Rodgers. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Get 300. Get 300.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
And blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep...
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Alpha. Inside.
Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
56 to box it. Let's go heavy. Zoom. What you got, heavy? Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check. Presto. Hey, seam 6.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here, Mike. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's McLeod. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go one more.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
6. quick 6. That's what they call it.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Demario Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Check back. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Throw me. I'm coming after you. Jim. Check 30. SOS.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the shift. Inside. 58. Right left.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
You see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.